Hello, everyone. Here we are in conversation with Mr. Pankaj Pathak, Fund Manager, Fixed Income Quantum Mutual Fund, to discuss investment strategy for debt mutual fund investor. Hi, sir. Here's my first question. The bond markets have reacted negatively to the budget announcements made earlier this year. The returns of most of the debt mutual fund schemes have in fact fallen from double digit to single digit. Can we say the party is over for debt mutual fund investors? Your take.
Uh, See, in the last 2, 3 years, the major driver of returns for the debt funds uh, was actually RBI policy. RBI was cutting rate, they were pumping in a lot of liquidity, and that was driving the return for of the debt funds. But now, from here on, we see macro dynamics actually changing. That the macro backdrop is not that supportive for bonds. Monetary policy that has already run its course. So, if you remember, we started 2019, just 2 years back, at repo rate at 6.5, and now repo rate at 4%. RBI targets CPI at 4%. So it seems that this 4% repo may not sustain for very long. RBI has already pumped in a lot of liquidity, and there is a kind of consensus that RBI will try to normalize liquidity in this year. Uh, in some sense, they have already started. They announced this variable term reverse repo, which was seen as a step in normalization of liquidity. And in the latest policy, they have announced to roll back that CRR cut in 2 phases. So if RBI is trying to normalize liquidity and there are chances that they can hike rates, it's not very supportive environment for bonds. Uh, Now, RBI policy is not the only thing. Even on the fiscal side, things are not looking very supportive. Uh, we have already seen government announce that uh, they'll maintain high fiscal deficit for longer period. In some sense, they have kind of given up on what we call fiscal prudence. So under FRBM, uh, all the governments were targeting fiscal deficit of 3% of GDP. But in this budget, there is no mention of that target. Uh, this may be good for growth, but for the bond market, there will be heavy supply of bond, and that can put pressure on bond yields. They can actually push bond yields higher, and prices can actually drop. So it's again negative for bond market. So over next 3 year period, things are not looking that great for the bond market. Only positive part is RBI is buying. So RBI has been buying government bonds and doing almost everything to support bond market. They've been conducting OMOs, Operation Twist. They intervening in the auctions in secondary market, doing all kind of stuff to support the bond market. And they have been explicit about it. They are in every policy they are communicating that they'll continue to support the bond market. So that's the positive part. But all in all, if we see, it would be very challenging to generate any material capital gains on bond fund in the next 2 to 3 year period. And as you see that after decline in rates, accrual yields are already low. So this is a time to actually acknowledge that the best of the bond market rally is now behind us. And investors should actually align their return expectation to new economic reality. So we have low rate across all the fixed income products. It's not just a bond fund. Even on your fixed deposit and all other instruments, returns are kind of coming down. So we have to live with the lower return in the next 2 3 year period. Uh, yeah.
Okay. So, looking at the current bond market, where should debt mutual fund investors invest now?
So as I mentioned, that the first step is to lower your return expectation, right? Uh, this will determine how you choose funds, how you allocate your funds. So first thing, do not get anchored to past performances. what you see across all the categories of fund. Just understand this next 2-3 years, returns may not be anywhere close to those levels. And when you try to generate those high returns, what you have seen in the past, possibility is that you'll go up on the risk ladder, and that can actually hurt us. We have seen that happening after Demon. If you remember, in 2016 end and 2017, a lot of investors were hunting for higher return, what was showing that time. But later on in 17, 18, they got hurt badly even in 19. So we have seen duration funds got hurt in 2018. We then saw credit funds doing very poorly for the last 2 years, and many investors got trapped in that. So acknowledge this part that your return on fixed income will not be that attractive. But still, there are advantages of being in fixed income funds. Now, when you acknowledge that, realize that you cannot take excessive risk to generate high return, right? So on the credit side, after COVID, there are a lot of relaxation for corporates. There are like regulatory forbearances. I'm not sure how the credit market will pan out after these things will roll back, right? So if you see projection of rating agencies or even the RBI, they all expect stress asset, bad assets to rise. So if that's the situation, probably going into lower rated corporate debt or credit fund, this won't be a good idea, because you can get hurt badly if there is credit default or something like that. So I would advise to remain in quality, good quality portfolios, good quality fixed income portfolios. Even on the duration side, having a secular long duration position at this point won't be a good idea, because things can get very volatile. Interest rates could be very volatile when we see RBI withdrawing some of this monetary easing. So it's better to play safe and live with lower return for some time and wait for things to stabilize. Then maybe you can relook at your asset allocation. So at this point, if you are conservative investor, stick to very low duration, very short-term kind of funds. And if you have a risk appetite and hold for longer period, then maybe you can venture out in slightly higher duration funds. But I won't advise going into credit at this moment.
And what about the existing investors of long duration fixed income funds? What should they do? Should they come out of these schemes now?
See, I won't advise any tactical churning at this point. My simple advice is to stick to your asset allocation. Remember for what purpose you have deployed that money. And if it's meant for long holding period, if you are kind of parking some money in fixed income to get a diversification benefit out of your equity exposure, then probably you can remain invested. Still, if you see that RBI has been very supportive, if you read the RBI's language, they are kind of committing every time that they'll continue to support the bond market to facilitate government's borrowing program. So we don't see interest rates spiking in any hurry. There will be gradual up move, but this can be digested. So my advice would be to stick to your asset allocation plan, and you can still remain invested.